today I'm going to show you how to make some cute pumpkin earrings out of these molds. It comes in a set of 5. I got them to make gummies for my kids, but I didn't like how the gummies turned out, and I used a different mold for those instead, and now I can use them for earrings and stuff for resin. First, I mix equal parts of A and B of my epoxy resin, and then I divided it into these little tiny cups, which is perfect for if you're doing different colors in your project. So I'll link these cups and everything else I used to make these earrings in the description of this video. So for this, I'm doing brown in that one, and then I chose orange here. The brown I think was named coffee. This is just named orange, and I'll put these mica powders in my description as well. And then this is called brown red. It has a more like a burnt orange type of look to it. It has some metallic look in there. And then this one is red gold, and it's more of like a yellowish gold color. And then you mix each of those up individually. I just used a toothpick. Use whatever you have to mix your resin up with. And then I'm starting with the stem. And yes, this is originally a banana. This is a fruit mold. But when I looked at it, I thought, this could be a pumpkin. So that's what we did. So I'm taking this and I'm very carefully putting it where the stem will be. And then I'm just going to alternate the colors that I made to just give it some dimension. So I'm just going to start with some orange. And I'm using a toothpick. You can also use the droppers that I'll show you later. Those are also in the description as well. The links are. So then there's this, I can't remember what I told you the color is, but it's like the burnt orange looking one. And here's the yellowish one. And I'm just putting those, kind of make sure all of the colors are prominent in the front. And then at the end of this, I just put the orange to fill it the rest of the way up to make it even with the mold. And then I usually like to go back in with a little bit more brown in the stem so that doesn't disappear. And just kind of alternate between the stem and the filling, if that makes sense. Because if you continue filling, it might overtake your stem. And then once that's even, just try to make your other pumpkin similar to how you did that one. That way it's a pair. And I think I'm going to try the apples too, because apples are fall, right? And the apple will be a really cute addition. And I love Q-tips. I use them all the time to clean up my messes because I'm constantly making a mess. So I just went ahead and added that in there so that you could see that I'm doing that. So this I don't recommend to do. This was a mistake. Don't put your gold foil, this is copper foil, but don't put that in there first in this particular mold. Sometimes it works, but this mold, it made some air bubbles, like little holes in the front. So instead, do what I'm doing at the end. I'll show you what I do instead of doing this, because it just made too many holes. Sometimes, depending on what mold you use, it won't do that. But this one did. So go ahead and do your stem again like we did last time. I always start with that because if you don't, that orange will just go right in there. And then you won't have a brown stem. So start with your stem. And then I filled in the rest of the colors. But again, don't put the gold foil in first. Okay. And so this, I'm going to show you the dropper I was telling you about. I overfilled this slightly. This is a great use for these droppers. Say you put too much resin in your mold, just very carefully take some of it out with this dropper, and it's just amazing. I use it for that purpose all the time. So these turned out really cute. Did you see the hole in that one? And there, I think this one right here has a hole possibly too. Or no, it doesn't. I don't know. Some of them had holes. So take your drill, and right in the middle of the top of the stem, I'm drilling some holes. This electric drill is amazing. I'll put the link in my description. It's been a lifesaver because I used to do a hand drill all the time, and this makes it so much faster. And these are not all the way set up, so they drill and put the eye screw in so much easier. Now, if you wait a couple days to do this, it's going to be a lot harder. I like to do it like the morning after I've put them in the mold. So then put your eye screw in where you drilled. And then I'm just going to use the very smallest jump ring in this set, and then a earring hook to match. And typically I like to tell people, like, you want to, if you're using a gold jump ring and a gold eye hook, you probably should use a gold earring hook. Just makes it all cohesive and nice and professional looking. So I'm adding the jump ring, and then I'm adding the earring hook. And I like to use 2 pliers to close those jump rings together. It makes it so much easier. And if you have a flimsy jump ring, you can use some UV resin right there on that gap and use a UV light to cure it to make it stay. I love how these turned out. So I will show you though, because there is holes in these and I still wanted to use them to sell, so I had to make them right. So this is how I chose to do it. So you can see on the right there, I've already done it on that one because I was testing it out. So I'm using some gold foil and I'm rolling it into the UV resin that I've just put a little dab of UV resin there. This is the back of one of my silicone molds. I use these for this purpose all the time. But I'm going to fill in those gaps and those holes with this on the front, and it actually turned out so cute. I love how it turned out. So you see, sometimes when we make mistakes, we can figure out a whole new method of doing something, which happens to me all the time. What did Bob Ross call it? A happy little accident. So because all of our earrings are little pieces of artwork, and we're always finding new ways to do it. That's the fun of it, I think. So yes, I did make a mistake and there's holes, but we fixed it, and now they're still all sellable and usable. And I kind of feel like it kind of showcases that copper foil even better this way as well. And I know this was a banana mold, but I still think they look like pumpkins. I think they look cute. So just take these along the side and just, make it your own. You could use gold foil for this too. I just felt like the copper had a more Halloween look to it. And I'll put this foil, it comes in a pack of 3. It's silver, copper, and gold. I'll put the link in the description. And then I put it under the UV light for probably 3 minutes. And then just kind of check and see if it's tacky. And if it still is, put it on under there for another minute or 2. And look how beautiful. I took it outside so you could see them in the sunlight, because the sunlight always makes you see how much prettier they are. Please like and subscribe. I have a ton of UV resin and epoxy resin videos on my channel. Have a blessed day.